All right, everybody. Welcome to Montgomery, Alabama, bam, y'all. We're on the east side, and there's a lot of Asians out here, man. We're in an Asian hood out here. This is tofu and barbecue. There's a lot of Koreans here because there's a Hyundai plant. I just want to show you guys that we got an Asian hood. And by the way, the word hood just means neighborhood. I don't know why people always get offended at the word hood. All the word hood means is neighborhood. It's short for neighborhood. So Asian hood in this situation is an Asian neighborhood. Basically, it's just hood is just short for neighborhood. So there's two Asian businesses here. There's a Terry Grill. I don't know what that is about. There's a Starbucks over there. There's a lot of Koreans here in this metropolitan area, and we're doing a video for a subscriber. We're also going to run down to a community called, what's it called? Hedge something about it.
Or something.
No, it's called something else. But anyways, Hempstead. Yes, one of our subscribers wanted me to check out Hempstead. It's a big development here on the east side, so we're gonna run up over there. But I just want to show you guys that there are Asians in Alabama. There is diversity. Unfortunately, it's not the type of diversity I want. I want some Cubans up in this thing. They got a bunch of Koreans, which are they're actually very high earning. It's a very high earning community. They have higher incomes than any other demographic. And there's a lot of Koreans here. And the good thing about that is that they share a lot of the interest in tropical plants and stuff that us Latinos do. So it's good to have a few Korean stores around to get some of our. When I first met, I worked for an Asian guy. Now the only Asians out here are pretty much Koreans. That's about it. It's just a lot of Koreans. In fact, there's a few cities in Alabama that are like 5% Korean. Auburn's 5% Korean. I think Opelika's 5% Korean. And there's also Homewood. Here's another. Here's Seoul Market right here. Here's another Asian market. So this is an Asian hood. That's not like a. It's just a neighborhood. It's just short for. Here's a Mexican restaurant here. So the word hood is just short for neighborhood. A lot of people don't get that. That's all it is. Asian hood. It's just Asian neighborhood. This is in fact a Asian neighborhood. This thing adjusts now. We're having Starbucks. This is my first time having Starbucks in Alabama. Oh no, it's not. Is it?
It is.
Oh, cool.
That was Mississippi.
They got Mississippi. They got Starbucks in Mississippi?
No, it's the second time you had it the other day.
This someone's cool.
Yeah, that was the day I didn't want to wake up after 2 hours of sleep.
Oh, yeah. I worked 14 hours that day. Yeah. That's probably the earliest I've ever been up in Alabama, too. Look at them. A suburban dog.
We don't get up early.
But anyways, we're going to run down to show that Hempstead. Whatever.
Yeah.
We'll run down there. But the first time I met an Asian person here, there's only Koreans in this metropolitan area. That's about it. And there might be some Chinese, mostly Korean. Now, living in Southwest Florida, I had no idea what a Korean was. Never seen a Korean. And not sure what's going on there. But there's a lot of Korean stuff. Here's another Mexican restaurant. There's a lot of Korean stuff on this side of town.
Powers.
We ate there.
We gotta eat there again.
That's where we fell in love.
Really good.
That's when we fell in love with Alabama.
Yeah.
And we went to the one in Spanish Fort, and that's where we fell in love with Alabama.
We gotta go back out to Spanish Fort.
There's a football game, local football game, and we went to the. Is this Vaughn Road? There's a Popeyes. But basically, yeah. Well, anyways, I flexed up. Basically, y'all. I'm having breakfast while recording a video. This is so unprofessional.
It's not like it's not the first time.
Mm-hmm. I once was really angry.
About what?
How unprofessional we are. I think I like sneezed in the video or something. He's like, "This is so unprofessional." I'm like, I don't care, dude.
We're not professionals. We tell you how it is, and we'll eat our breakfast.
Some people actually like that about us. There's always like that one person that's like demanding more than what's like realistically possible.
What do you expect?
I gotta tell them a story about the time I met the first Korean here. All the Asians in this metropolitan area, for like the vast majority, are Koreans. I didn't know that. So I'm working here in East Montgomery, which is like the Korean neighborhood, basically. A lot of Koreans here in the east side of Montgomery. So I'm working in East Montgomery, which is obviously a Korean area. There's a lot of Koreans around here. Never seen a Korean in Southwest Florida. Didn't even know what a Korean was. So I'm working for this Asian guy. Here's another Korean place. This is called, well, this is Japanese, and that's Kung Fu Panda. There's a Japanese and a Chinese place right there. So yeah, there's a lot of Asian stuff here. You might want to GPS that neighborhood from my phone because I don't know where we're going. It's called Hempstead. So me, from Southwest Florida, don't know what a Korean is. Never seen one, never met one. I don't know what a Korean is. I'm working for this guy in his house. And his whole house is full of like Asian artifacts. And like, if you had any sense, you know he was Korean. And I asked him, I'm like, so, couldn't help noticing you're Asian. So are you Chinese or Japanese? That's actually a quote from King of the Hill, by the way. King of the Hill. King of the Hill, it's a Cartoon Network, cartoon TV show. It wasn't really aimed at kids. It was kind of like a comedy, very dry comedy, by the way. It was a very cold type of comedy. But there's a Laotian on that TV show. It was a cartoon show, and the Laotian guy, when he first moved into Texas, his neighbors were trying to figure out where he was from. He's like, I'm from Laotia. He's Laotian, from Laos. And they're a bunch of like primitive upland natives from Texas.
The only person who knew who he was, like his nationality, was Cotton.
Cotton, because Cotton is he was a veteran, and I guess he killed a bunch of them or something. So Cotton's like, you're Laotian, aren't you, Mr. Khan? You're Laotian. He's like the only person who knew, which is really weird because here, that TV show was amazing. They need to bring King of the Hill back.
They've tried a few times unsuccessfully.
Think about.
I'm trying to figure out where this Hempstead place is.
It's not just, there's a place called The Taste. It's a restaurant called The Taste. It's in there. Like up here, like I've met people, 95% of people have no idea what a Cuban is. No idea what a Cuban is at all. Yet, like if they're military, they'll look at you like, you're a Cuban, aren't you? I'm like, oh, okay.
Okay, here you go.
That TV show was awesome. Maybe closed by the time we arrived. I guess they're just a morning place.
No, they are an evening place.
This gas station's kind of hood for being on the east side. There's another Starbucks over here, Katie, and I specifically asked you if there was a Starbucks on Taylor Road, and you said no. And there is a Starbucks on Taylor Road. You made me get off on the wrong exit. See? Every time I ask you to GPS something, you find a way of making it wrong. I asked you, is there a Starbucks on Taylor Road? What was your answer?
No.
Okay, so we're about to drive past a Starbucks on Taylor Road. Do you think that finding a Starbucks on Taylor Road is a hard task that you could mess up?
Yeah.
How do you even get that wrong? You know how hard it is to mess that up? There's 5 Starbucks in town. One of them is on Taylor Road. Is that a Bentley or a Rolls Royce? Rolls Royce, wow. It's a dental clinic. But it's a Korean dental clinic. Doremi. Dude, there's a lot more Asian stuff out here than I thought there was.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like every other business is Korean. That dentist with the Rolls Royce is Korean. Well, anyways, I still haven't told my. I've been trying to tell my story for like 20 minutes. I have definitely. What's it called when you can't concentrate?
Attention deficit.
Yeah, I definitely have that. I'm trying to tell my story about when I met a Korean for like 20 minutes now, and I still haven't got around to it. So yeah, never met a Korean. Don't know what a Korean is. Obviously, the guy's Korean because like 95% of Asians out here are Korean. His house is full of Korean stuff. And here's me. So are you Chinese or Japanese? Here's a Publix over here. There's a Publix right here, y'all. Look. I'll show y'all real quick. I'm always supposed to be on the road, but I'll show y'all.
We on Bond Road.
By the way, if anybody wants to guess where we're going today, here's a clue. The low temperature tonight in Alabama, where we live, is 19 degrees. Self-explanatory where we're going. I bet you Interstate 75 is backed up to like Valdosta, Georgia. That pool, remember? We still haven't tried this American deli.
We need to.
There's another Japanese place right here. Kabuki. We've never tried Japanese together.
I would like to. Can it be a place that has sushi too?
No.
Sushi is Japanese, so I.
I'm Cuban.
I know Cubans who have had sushi.
You tell me who they are so we can sell them publicly.
Huh?
You tell me who they are so we can just own them publicly. I'm driving like an Asian. By the way, you know it's racist to make Asian jokes about driving?
Yeah, I can
like,
see that.
They don't know how to drive, but you can't make fun of them for it. I don't get the rules. That's like if you're a thief or something and you're from a nationality that's known for being a thief, you can't catch them and arrest them because it's... I don't get it. Like, what if there's like a nationality out there who's like, their culture is like to steal? And you couldn't like arrest them for stealing because it's racist? I don't get that. Alright guys, so now we're on the east side. CBD store open. There's another Asian place. What's that called?
Typical de Mexico.
There's also a Matsusuma. That's probably Japanese. Yo, there's a lot of Asian stuff out here. It's an Asian hood, man. For real. I'm like, so are you Chinese or Japanese? The guy just looks at me like, you've got to be kidding me, right? Like, you've never seen a Korean? Is that it right there? Or is it further ahead?
That's verandas.
So you can tell they're going to be building a lot more communities out here. What's that big building over there? Highlands? What's that?
It's a church.
Oh, that church is big. I think country out here. I like it. It's kind of far out. That is one big house right there. Okay, we're here. Hempstead.
So it's like an apartment community?
Find out. We'll find out. Ooh, this is nice. It's kind of like a mercado.
Mm-hmm.
A country mercado. It's kind of like a country mercado.
Your destination is on the right.
Your destination is all right, dog. All right, you on the right, dog? See if you see an Asian stuff. I want to label this video Asian Hood. Hempstead Post. It's kind of like a little mercado.
Montessori. This is American.
Tennessee license plates.
Mm-hmm.
Am I going the wrong way?
Maybe. Sometimes
It's like
you
a little
do.
development, you know. It's kind of like,
Yeah.
seems like a little country store over there.
Nah, it's been in Southern living. This is American. How's that?
This is not an Asian Hood.
No.
All right. I'm always trying to label. I'm always trying to clickbait titles. All right, interesting.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like, is this like an English design or like Irish? Not sure. It looks like something it feels like I'm in England.
Something you'd see out of Europe.
Yeah, this is like English. It's like an English hood. Yeah, we're in an English hood in Montgomery. Isn't there a city in England called Montgomery? I know there's a city in England called Birmingham. This is not what you'd expect in Alabama. It's like I'm pretty sure this is like either English or not Dutch, but like English probably. Scottish maybe, Irish.
French tutor.
No, there it is.
Tudor style, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's like a modern Tudor style, you're right. Do you see that on the sign? How do you know that?
Because I know what Tudor is.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Wow. That's why I married a white girl. That wouldn't be normal. I couldn't marry. You get your white woman, you sound all eloquent and everything, and you'll be trying to understand the definitions and stuff. That's why I married me a white woman. Every Cuban needs a white woman. Every minority male needs a white woman by their side for stuff like that. Very interesting. People walking their dogs. Hey, you say hi to us. Cool.
Yeah.
Not sure what's back there, but I'm driving over there.
It's a gate. It just leads to a gate. But drive over here. It's a bridge that leads to a gate.
There's 4 or 5 private residences over there that are really, really fancy. As far as the gate. There's steaks on its base. I thought they would be.
Yeah.
Have you seen how many views our last videos got?
Yeah.
Every video we dropped has gotten over. One got 1,000 views. One got 11,000 views. Like, all of our last videos have gotten like ridiculous amounts of views. I never thought for a minute when we came to Alabama that our videos in Alabama would get that many views. That is insane. It's crazy. Like, I guess because we're doing, like, we had a lot of competition in Florida, and here we don't really have that.
Yeah.
So this video is requested by a subscriber. One of our subscribers requested. Hey, she waved at us. Very friendly. Everybody's friendly here. That's always a plus. Nothing like living in a friendly community. One of our subscribers requested that I come in here and record this for him. So, at your request, sir, I'm glad to be able to
format him.
Yeah, show you this video. I thought it might be at least a week or a month before I did it, and here we are doing it the next day. So you got lucky on that. That's why you got Jose on your side, man. Jose and Kate, one-on-one right there, man. You need Jose on your side.
I sure do.
I need you by my side too, baby.
I know. You couldn't pay the bills.
Oh, I'm getting on me. Hey, cuidadito, cuidado. I want to be respected, man. This person's too cold to say hello.
Yeah.
They're going on. It's not even, it's only 52. They must be from Florida.
Yeah.
It's like 52. It's not even that cold yet.
Well, I'm from Florida and I would want to live here for a week.
EPS Ofala.
Jose?
What? I'm gonna try it, man. I can't do it. I'm just putting me to do it for real.
No, but I needed your phone. And I wasn't going to reach over and grab it.
If you're thinking about this community, I think it's nice. And this area is going to grow. They're going to build more stuff out here. East Montgomery is growing.
Head northeast on Mercer Street toward Hempstead High Street. Turn left onto Hempstead High Street, then turn
And it's
left.
far enough east. With Montgomery, the further east you go, the better it gets, pretty much.
Yeah.
By the time you get to Pike Road, I mean, Pike Road's nice. Pike Road's really nice. Is this part of Montgomery or Pike Road? Not sure. But either way, this is a good area. So if you're thinking about it, there's a tour of the neighborhood. It's kind of quiet in here. This is kind of a very, you have a library. You probably got some restaurants up in here. It's very quiet, like a real retreat. You know what I mean? Like you can hop on the highway and be in Atlanta like 2 hours, right? So to go to the fall, where we're going?
To go left.
Left?
Yeah.
West on Hempstead High Street toward Taylor Road, then turn right onto Taylor Road.
You won't let me what?
No, yeah, that's kind of
This, yeah.
Turn right onto Taylor Road.
And they're building new. This is Taylor Lakes going across the street.
U-turn.
Why does it want me to make a U-turn? Okay, that was weird. So we're an hour and 20 minutes from Opala.
Mm-hmm.
All right, guys. Checking out from the east side of Montgomery. This is Taylor Lakes on the other side. It looks beautiful as well. It's nice up here. This is the east side. Really nice up here. Big gated communities, or not even if they're not gated, they're still private communities. You know, they're little communities and developments. You know, for the most part, they're not gated. And in Florida, everything's gated. Here, I guess there's not that much of a crime concern here. Something, I don't know. But it is interesting how here in Alabama, most of these fancy communities are not gated. Are we in Pike Road or are we in
gated
Montgomery?
community
That
over
one's-
there.
it is. A few of them might be gated, but for the most part, they're not.
Yeah.
And Pike Road's a really nice area. All right, guys, checking out. I'm glad you were able to tune into us, and I hope that the subscriber who requested this video got to see it. And all of our videos are doing amazing. Let me just go real quick through our channel.